Hi everyone, today I'm going to present my analysis of 10 research articles under the topic The Power of Play in Early English. This presentation explores how play-based learning, especially through games, affect young learners' vocabulary development and motivation in English language learning. Across these 10 studies, the central idea is that children learn best through play, not rote memorization. So, let's start with the background. The background of this analysis focuses on a common problem in English teaching for young learners, or YLS. These learners, aged roughly between 5 and 12, are naturally curious and energetic. However, traditional methods like memorization or grammar drills don't match their learning style. This often causes boredom and low motivation in class. That's why many researchers have explored gamification using games, songs, or even digital tools like quizzes and VR to make learning more engaging. The idea is simple. When children play, they learn unconsciously and they remember better. The studies share two main goals. The first one is primary goals, is to quantitatively prove that using games can improve student language achievement, especially in vocabulary and spelling better than traditional instruction. And the secondary goal is to qualitatively confirm that gamification can increase motivation, enjoyment, and concentration. In other words, the researchers are trying to show not only that games help students perform better, but also that students actually enjoy the learning process more when they learn through play. All the articles revolve around two main research questions. The first one is, does it work? Is there a significant difference in achievement between students who learn with games and those who learn traditionally? And second question is, do they like it? What are the learners' perception, attitudes, and engagement levels when learning through games? These questions connect each other, both sides of learning, performance, and emotion. The goal is to find methods that are not only effective but also enjoyable for young learners. Okay, now let's move to the analysis of the 10 articles. The first study by Jeliseh and Sodabande 2025 found that collaborative games were more effective for spelling than individual practice. Peer interaction really helps. The next two studies by Shawaluddin and College 2025 explored digital traditional games. They discovered that when familiar local games are turned into digital version, students find learning more enjoyable and show significant vocabulary improvement. Then, Bazargani et al. 2025 used VR and adaptive AI feedback to teach color board. The result was amazing. Students in the VR group had stronger memory and retention. But immediately and after some time, so all this show that technology and collaboration can strongly enhance learning outcomes. Okay, for the next article is by Resuki and Ahmad 2023. Use a picture naming game for beginners and found a very large vocabulary gain, showing that visual games are perfect for early learners. Okta Berlina 2023 explores teachers' perspective, showing that games and song match the active nature of children and help with pronunciation and memory. And Saleh and Altakafi 2022 confirmed that children using educational games remembered vocabulary longer than those using rote learning. Nadir Heshi 2022 reviewed past literature and emphasized that games reduce anxiety, making classrooms stress-free. Octavia et al. 2022 also found that teachers rely heavily on games and songs to maintain motivation in class. And the last is Yunus and Hua 2021 examined quizzes and proved that its game features like leaderboards and memes make students more focused and improve their grammar score. Altogether, the evidence across these 10 studies is consistent. Games improve learning, motivation, and confidence. In conclusion, all 10 studies confirm that gamification works. It helps young learners stay motivated, reduce classroom stress, and significantly improves vocabulary and spelling skills. However, future studies should look deeper into 3 areas. The first one, long-term effect. We need longitudinal studies to see if the improvement lasts over time. The second is skill transferability. Can the vocabulary learned in games actually transfers to real-life communication like speaking or writing? And the last is game mechanism. Which game element, competition, collaboration, or AI feedback is the most effective for each specific language skill? So, while play-based learning already shows great potential, there's still room to explore how to apply it most effectively in the classroom. So, this is the references of the 10 articles. That's all for my presentation on the power of play in early English. To summarize, learning through play is not just fun. It's powerful, it connects emotion, motivation, and memory in a natural way that fits how children actually learn. Thank you for your attention. and I'll be happy to answer any question or discuss more about how we can bring gamification into real English classroom.